What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we'll be looking at the continuation of episode 1 of Real Housewives of Potomac, and this is episode 2. So you already know the mess is just going to keep on unfolding, and the girls are really coming for each other's neck already. So like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, wanted, securing the bag.
Alright, so like I said, it's a continuation of episode 1 after it left off with basically Mia telling Giselle, fuck you, for basically trying to accuse me of putting out like her cancer scare and basically saying it was for attention.
People go through it all the time, right? Right. People need to know that we're not perfect. Nobody's acting like they're trying to be perfect.
And she just like, how could you even say something like that? But like, to be honest, like everybody in the group has says the same thing. Like, we all have certain opinions about it, because Karen said something, Ashley said something, Robin, Giselle, and Candace, like they all have said something about the situation with Mia. I have said something about it too, because my whole thing with it is it does look kind of sketchy, because like when she first put it out, like my initial reaction was, okay, is she doing this to secure a storyline for season 7? And maybe that's not what it was, but that's my first initial thought. Okay, because like I said, when we first saw it, you already know the gossip blogs got a hold of it, and we did see the first post, and then we saw the edited post, and so I definitely was just like, okay. So they're all basically trying to explain, like, you know, Robin's pipe.
But the way you left it so open-ended, it felt like you invited that attention.
And I'm just saying, like, to me, like, girl, like, don't just try to blame me and Giselle, like everybody else had something to say. So her friend Jacqueline piped in, and she was just like, y'all have to realize, like, why would she make up something like this? And really being Captain Save a Hoe.
Emotional and you're going through something, sometimes ain't clear.
I think that's Mia's friend. Like, what's going on?
And I like the fact that, you know, she coming for her girl. I feel like any friend would come for their friend, especially in a situation like this, and basically try to support them and be their like sword and shield. Which comes to the fact of, how did they fall out? Because Mia is blasting all her business, and Mia is not the type of friend that I would ever want, because it's like one of those things, like you have close friends that you divulge so much of your life and secrets to that friend, just for y'all to fall out and that friend to put you on blast. So Mia's not the type of friend that I will ever want, but you just never know. Maybe there's something else that happened. Then we over here see the bald head green eye bandit, Katie. She walks in and she's giving very eccentric, and the only thing I thought was like, it's so crazy to see Katie from season 1 to now. Like, she's a diametrically opposite from who she was on season 1, and I like to see the free-spirited woman that she is. You know, she's going up to Ray, because, you know, Giselle was like, oh yeah, Ray, you know, you say you had a crush on Katie, and Katie's over here grabbing him up, and I'm just like, I mean, I get it, but damn. And, you know, Ray's just over here giggling, just he just love it. And it was just like a really cute scene towards the end, and all the girls will start dancing, have a good time. Ashley and Candace, I love to see this, because I feel like they are so much alike but different at the same time. I feel like they're like even Candace said that, you know, I always liked Ashley, I always found Ashley fun. It's just that, you know, they have certain situations. I feel like Ashley is hella messy, so I just feel like, you know. So they're talking about the Grammys and just catching up, and like Wendy's awkwardly come up like, I like this, I like this. And for me, it threw me out of it. I'm just like, Wendy, girl, like, I get what you're trying to do, but just let it happen. Like, don't force it. Don't talk about, I want to take a picture, Girls, there's a camera. They got it for you, right? So after that, you know, we see Candace at home, and she's over here with her sister talking about the situation with the babies.
The plan is for us to try getting pregnant naturally, probably like the end of this year. What? This is not this year?
And she's like, yeah, you know, I want to have some babies, but like the scheduling conflict. And she was like, me over here going like to the Grammys and like going touring, doing all of this, and Chris over here being the manager of some restaurant in the W Hotel. So I was just like, they're trying to figure out that situation. She says she wants to have a baby by the end of this year, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully she got everything figured out, because we all know that she just did the Ultimate Girls trip. So I'm like, that's another thing. She was out for a week, so we'll see what happens. Then we see Giselle and Robin sit down, right? And this is why I always say that Candace and Robin are my two favorites, even though Robin does a lot of shady, shifty shit that I really don't like, and she can be kind of complacent behind Giselle. But I like the fact that Robin came in and she said it right there and was just like, okay, Giselle, you know, before we get into it and like really kiki and do what we got to do, let me get you straight real quick, because you over here telling my business and I don't like that. And Giselle's acting like, girl, what did I say? And she's just like, basically, you're telling people like my personal business about me having my name on my house, and basically Juan not on the house. And she basically explained that, like, you know, if he was on the house, then our interest rate would have been higher because his credit score hasn't recovered from her doing from the foreclosure from the other house. So, I mean, I get it. It makes sense. Like I said before, it's really none of my business. So I'm like, girl, do what you gotta do. But I'm happy that she really checked Giselle in that moment. And then Giselle turned around and was just talking about Chris. She was like, well, you know, last reunion, Chris was just being very weird.
You know, Chris slides into my DMs too. And it's very innocent.
Yeah, we communicate.
But it's not a comfortable thing for me.
Yeah.
But I just...
And he has been like, he told me to go into the room, and like Robin said, well, okay, did he do anything to you weird? She's like, no. Did he say anything that was weird? No. So my whole thing was like, so why bring it up? Like, you're reaching and you're digging for a conflict with another husband for what reason? Like Robin was saying, like, you know, I wouldn't see it as being shady, and I wouldn't see it as him trying to be shifty.
Okay, are you giving him the benefit of the doubt? While I can see where some people might think it's weird, I just have always looked at Chris as someone who really cares about his wife.
But I mean, if that's your experience, like I said before, I feel like Giselle's full of shit, and I feel like she's over here trying to find another husband to go after. And like at the end, what Candace said, like her husband has been nothing but nice and welcoming to the girls. So for them to try to really come at them like that was bullshit. So hopefully this dies quick, and you know, maybe Chris has been doing something. I don't know. But I feel like what Candace was saying was, even if it's false, it's gonna taint his reputation maybe, and give people, it can, I feel like throwing out accusations will always have something in the back of someone's mind. So in the next scene, we see Mia go out with G and Jacqueline, and they're talking about like the whole situation. And Mia basically blasts Karen, and I'm so happy that she did it, because Karen has been I love Karen, but Karen be fake and Karen be lying. So Karen definitely was trying to cover her ass at the situation. So she was at the picnic, basically a co-signing. She did defend Mia, but she still co-signed, like, you know, I do feel like it was weird how she did that, this, that, and the third. But then getting in front of Mia was just like, oh yeah, no, I trying to defend Mia. But she sent a text to Mia, basically giving her the heads up that the girls are coming at her with grenades, right? Trying to blast her business. But then, like Mia said, like, you have so many different opportunities to say something before, but you said it right when I came at the party. So I don't know what Karen was trying to do, or try to plant a seed, but I'm happy that she exposed that, because like Karen do be shifty, hella shifty. And G, Jacqueline, and Mia, they have like some type of, I don't know, but it's kind of weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird. All right, so we see Ashley and Candace have a sit down. I want to say this is like their first sit down since season 3 when Candace came on, because you know, Ashley introduced us to Candace. She was basically Candace's friend, like, you know, like see how that came out. But they had to sit down, and Ashley was like, yeah, you know, I'm happy that everything's good. I hope how the Grammys went, you know, doing the small talk. And then she getting into it. She's just like, you know.
So on Saturday when I woke up, I opened my Instagram, and Chris had DM'd me at 2:40.
I don't want this to come across any type of way. I always try to come to you with the situation, so I don't know how you're going to take this. I'm just trying to be very respectful. Like you always say, come to you first. So Ashley was like, you know, at 2:30 in the morning on last Saturday, Chris was in my DMs, and Candace is just like, my husband. My husband. So, and then she's just like, you know, like he was just like, oh, you should have been at the W. She was like, oh, why is he at the W? This, that, and the third. Mind you, Robin already told Ashley that he was the manager at the W.
Who are you at the W with? Not your wife.
You know he's the general manager at the rooftop.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
So, I mean, any confusion that Ashley would have had, should have had already, you know. But I was thinking, I was like, even though Ashley already knew that he was a manager at this point of having the meeting with Candace, I feel like since it was already on camera and she discussed it with Robin, might as well have a sit down with Candace before anybody else go back and tell Candace. So I get that. So Candace was just like, oh girl, like, you know, he's a manager of the W, and he really trying to get a lot of cool people to come to the promote, this, that, and the third. So Ashley was like, okay, cool. Like, you know, I just want to come to you because I didn't want you to think that I was trying to be messy or this, that, and the third. Candace in her confessional,
I could see why she might think that it's weird that he's DMing her at 2 a.m. I can see that.
was just like, you know, I'm going to assume she's not trying to be shady and just, you know, leave it at that. And I'm happy that she did that because ain't nobody got time. And I feel like they can really be a power duo. Like when in BravoCon, when Brandon Glanville was talking about, well, you know, I like Luke from Summer House, or he's like very attracted to this and the third. Candace and Giselle, mostly Candace was like, Luke is taken for her. My girl Ashley got him. And I'm just happy that, you know, as a friend, they got her back. Even though it's something small, she still got her back. And hopefully Ashley will see that and just like take that into account. Because the situation with Candace and her husband, I didn't like it. So we get to the whole Heels event, and I'm gonna talk about the whole Ashley versus Giselle. So Giselle's basically coming at Ashley crazy.
What are you saying? Michael and I are not on. He has not cheated on me. He has not had any children outside of their.
Cheated on you?
In my opinion, I feel like, yes, it's weird. Like, mind you, my backstory. Both my parents have been divorced twice, and they both have been married 3 times. So I've seen a lot of divorces. So I feel like, I'm not saying I'm an expert, don't want to go through it, but I feel like in that situation, everybody's marriage is different. And with Giselle trying to put her insecurities or whatever she feared about her divorce, because she always says like divorce is not something to play with, this, that, and the third. But who said Ashley's playing with it? Now, do I think Ashley should just go ahead and get out the house with that man? Yes. But do I think Ashley's trying to collect the bag? Yes. So my situation, I feel like I just feel like Ashley is doing the right thing of how she knows best. Like, she doesn't have a lawyer. She's trying to work through it. They recently just separated. So, I mean, you really can't judge somebody for trying to navigate a broken relationship. Like, trust me, where I live at, I hear a lot of broken relationships. Okay? No shade. But, I mean, it's just situations where it's just like, if you just gotta separate, just go ahead and separate. But I do feel like Giselle stepped beyond her bounds, and she was being accusatory and, to be honest, disrespectful. And she shouldn't mind her business. Because if they would poke and prod at her, that's why Giselle don't bring no man on the show. Because she know the second she bring a man on the show, that will become Mad Day. Everybody would drop bombs on Giselle because she did it to every other woman besides Robin. And yeah. So they do the class and they're all dancing. When I say Candace, Wendy, Mia, Ashley, 8. And they looked amazing. And I was just like, okay, Mia ate that. I can't be mad at that. Candace ate that. Ashley ate that. Wendy did what she had to do. She ate that. Robin, Giselle, Charisse, it's not given. It's not given at all. Like, it gave stiff. It gave very much orthopedic. It gave very much Dr. Scholl's. It gave very much like you don't know how to. I don't know. It didn't give what it's supposed to give, and I was just like, yeah, just go ahead and sit down. So the girls, after they did the little dance class, Giselle pulled Candace to the side, and Candace already peeped the bullshit. She was just like, okay, what is it? So I feel like now, and it might suck, I feel like Candace is going to get mad at Ashley because of the fool situation. I feel like with Giselle coming at her, Robin have something to say, and Ashley, I feel like now Candace is going to feel like, okay, y'all on some bullshit. So with Giselle brings up,
It was a situation in which Chris made me feel completely uncomfortable. And I feel like at this point I should tell you.
oh yeah, you know, back in the reunion, your husband just made me feel uncomfortable.
Be in a situation.
So did he do something? Did he say something?
No.
Right.
He didn't.
Because he wouldn't do that. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
And Candace is just like, you can, she even looks like, breaks the fourth wall and looks straight at the camera like,
Not just diminish how I felt, But I'm just telling you. What are we doing? What is this? I'm just telling you how it made me feel.
What are we doing? And I just know she felt like, okay, so y'all gonna try to come for my husband this season. Got it. And I feel for Candace because her husband he seems harmless. To be honest, if anything, he seemed like he's borderline alcoholic.
Allegedly.
I'm just saying, if there's anything, I've seen him drink more than him flirting with Giselle or anything like that. But like she said, like, yeah, she flirts with Giselle, this, that, and the third. But I think Candace said in an interview, like, I don't think Chris would want Giselle. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what you guys think, because Candace, she called Eric. Let me talk to Eric.
Where's Eric? I need Eric. It's going to be about maligning my husband. You don't want me here.
And I already knew Eric was the producer. And she talked to Eric, and I don't know what's going to happen. Giselle's sitting there looking dumbfounded as usual. I don't know why Giselle drops these bombs and then she want to look dumb every single time. Like somebody's going to be like, oh my God, girl, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You helped me out. No, like, I don't get her motive, because she already went to Ray. It was Michael Darby. No, to be honest, it was Katie's husband with the missing digit, Michael Darby. Then it was Big Boy. Then it was Wendy's husband. Then I don't think she went to G yet, Candace. So it's just like she's just trying to go make her rounds in the group. Hopefully she found a storyline and figure something out, because at this point Giselle is, it's an old note just replaying and playing and playing. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.